I don't know how you guys listen to your podcasts, but let's just don't listen to this one at work. Don't do that. Welcome to Under the Plum Bob After Dark. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Wicked Whims. I am, Stop it. I was trying to keep that in the whole time. Hold on. Fucking hate you guys.
Wicked Whims.
Get as low vocal as you can go, and then Wicked Whims.
Damn it, you made me snort. Okay. Got it.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, since that happened, I guess I'm going to keep my whole cool porn star voice off because they done fucked it up. This is an amalgam of teams at this point. This is just Under the Plum Bob podcast, and I'm Vanity. Hey.
I'm Caitlin. Hello.
And I'm Allie. Hey, you guys.
Look at that. That's a new voice. Y'all know that voice? It's a new voice. New people talking in places.
I know. I'm usually behind the scenes.
She's a behind the scenes queen.
I am.
And now she's in front of the scenes.
I know. I'm in front because this is my favorite mod to talk about. I just snorted again. But yeah, my favorite mod to talk about.
That sounded so like, I like the Wicked Whims. Talk about the sexes. Oh, dear God. The editor of this episode, Lo Siento, man. I'm so freaking sorry.
I'm so sorry.
So this episode is going to be, this is a bonus episode, which means it's going to be a little bit different than normal episodes. Only because you paid for it.
All hail the Simpsons.
A little more R-rated.
A lot more R-rated, because this is
all a lot more R-rated.
This is all about sex, baby. Let's talk about Sims A and B. Just the humming. I feel like I don't want to get sued by Salt and or Pepper or Spinderella, who is the middle of that. So I was like, let me just remix that. This. As you guys know, I am part of Team Tangent / Team Cowplant. So we have decided to change our drinking game to hydration game because we don't want you guys to die. However, because this is a Patreon exclusive, y'all can drink if you would like, because I am.
What are you drinking?
Tonight, I'm drinking grapefruit soju. I know, right? I'm so worldly.
Ooh, we're doing a fruit vibe because I have Rubaeus, which is raspberry ale.
Allie, are you drinking anything?
I just got water because it's 4:00 here.
Oh, shit. I mean, it's almost 5.
It's so close to 5, though.
I mean, it's 6:12 here. I can drink.
7:12. Should have been drinking
an hour ago. Yeah. All right, guys. So basically, this episode's all about Wicked Whims, legit, or Wicked Whims, if you will, which is a mod, and the mod is made by Turbo Driver. This man or woman, we do not gender assume.
The mystery identity of
Turbo Driver has 4,000 mother trucking patrons.
Jesus Christ, that's an army.
That is crazy.
That's an army of people at their disposal.
I know, right? And, I mean, that's bomb diggity. We should have 4,000. You guys should tell your friends.
Work on it.
Thanks. Work on that. I need you guys to be our street team. We are Under the Plum Bob street team. Do you remember those?
Ooh, we should.
Remember street teams? They still exist.
Yeah, they do. I used to work at a music venue, and I can tell you they do exist. It's the reason I got to see a Weird Al concert for free.
Oh, cool. I used to be a part of a couple of different street teams because I was in this subscription thing you would do, and they would send me stuff for new artists, and then I would be part of their street team. Turbo Driver made it, and basically working on the mods is kind of like their full-time job because they've got 4,000 people giving them money every month, even if that's just $1.
That's $4,000 a month.
That's enough.
Mm-hmm. You know what that means? That's 4,000 people who really, really want their Sims to have sex. Like, let's just call it what it is, guys. I mean, they don't want to watch them to woohoo under the covers. They want to see it. And believe me, in this mod,
You see it.
You see it all.
So when I heard a lot of stories
All of it.
about this mod. And when I downloaded it, like 2 sim days went by and I was like, nobody is fucking having sex. Where is it? Why isn't it happening? I was like, I've been lied to.
when I used to call sex up until like probably my late 20s, I'd be like, oh, you're going to have the sexicles? Like testicles.
Sexicles?
Sexicles?
I don't like that.
You have the sexicles?
I do not like that.
This is why I have no friends, guys. I'd walk up and be like, you can have the sexicles? Yeah, and I'd give waggly eyebrows.
Oh, Lord.
I was the most immature person up until like yesterday.
See, I'm so blunt about it. I'm like, y'all gonna fuck today?
You gonna bump uglies? Is his P gonna meet your V? Or is her V gonna meet your V? Or is his P gonna meet your P? Meet the meats. Ew. I don't like that.
Meet the
I don't like
meats.
that. I grossed myself out for that one, guys.
I really didn't know where she was going with that one. And it went there.
Myself out with that. Anyway, the mod was created in 2016, and it's just been trucking along ever since. It started out with just the expedition. Not expedition.
No.
Not expedition. You're not going to go spelunking in a cave.
Everything is an adventure with this mod. Everything.
So it started out with that and no sex animations. I mean, I didn't get it in 2016. I got it like, oh God, when did I get Wicked Whims? Sometime last year is when I first I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do basemental. And I'm going to make my Sims adult.
I think I actually got Wicked Whims in 2016.
I wasn't ready, y'all. But
I think everyone thinks they are. And they're like, I'm an adult. I've experienced these things. I can handle it.
I have seen naked people in real life. I have touched naked people in real life. I still wasn't ready for that. I know.
No.
Guys, I have touched naked bits in real life.
What?
Confused?
And it was consensual. It wasn't like...
Ooh.
It was consensual. You're like, hold on a second.
I want to clarify. It wasn't random grab ass. It was there on purpose.
Excuse me, sir. May I please grab your ass real quick?
Bye.
Always get consent, guys. No jokes.
Yes.
For cereal. If they say no, no means no, and back the fuck away. Okay.
For reals.
For realsies. Consent is not a joke. Okay. Anyway. So the mod is you just slipped in a quick discussion about consent, guys. Safe, sane, consensual, and drunk is not consent.
Sims do have consent in this. It is important.
They do.
They do.
Thank you, Turbo Driver, for putting in fucking consent.
If another Sim asks your Sim for sex, they will not automatically say yes. You get a pop-up, and you have to answer.
Yeah.
And, okay, so side note, well, into that little thing, when I first downloaded Wicked Whims, I was asking everyone for sex, so I wanted to see it happen. And everyone kept turning my Sim down.
That's also what happened to me. I just wanted...
I was getting, real, it was, hurting my own self-esteem. I'm like, shit, why doesn't anybody...
Because you got to turn on always accept sex in the
I wanted it to mean something. I wanted it to be real.
You don't download Wicked Whims because you want it to be real, okay?
I mean, honestly, in all actuality, these are fucking strangers. I'm like that karaoke bar in San Michelle. I'm like, you want to have sex? And they're like, no.
You want to do it?
My Sim was actively flirting with the Sim, and they were like, flirting was fine, but as soon as she asked for sex, it was like, no, ugh. And it's like, but, we were making out. 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 We were ma
However, do you want to know who always was down for it? I mean, and I appreciate
Start
you,
with
girl.
a D.
Nah, it's Penny Pizzazz. She would never turn me down. She was my neighbor in the house, and she was all like, she would come over and be like, "Hey, I heard you guys having a good time in there."
Oh, so Penny is one of the peepers now?
Hey, Penny, you listening at my door? Like, Penny Pizzazz wants PV. She doesn't care what it is, man. Penny Pizzazz will take it all. She is an equal opportunity.
Anything will do.
She just like, well, she knocked. She didn't just stand outside of my door. She did knock on the door and like, "Hi, I heard you had people over."
I happen over here, so are you kind of third join, or are you guys squares?
Oh. Okay, so anywho, just to give you guys a quick rundown again, Wicked Whims, if you don't have it, it is not safe for tiny humans or medium-sized humans. It's barely safe for adults. Like,
if you know an unflirty person in real life, it's not safe for them either.
if you know someone who's never seen a P or a V besides their own, maybe you want to not have them look at this, because you don't want your first introduction to sex to be pixelated.
Oh, yeah.
Bits.
Oh, yeah, no.
If somebody's never played The Sims before, also this is a dangerous territory.
Oh, yeah, right. Hi. They're gonna think you're a fucking freak. Like, you played since you were 14? What? Huh? Like, I was uncomfortable with like the woohooing when I was,
I thought it
playing
was
Sims
so-
when I was like 14.
Yeah, the hot tub woohoo in Sims 2 was just like the ultimate scandal. Like, oh my god, they're outside and they're doing it.
Dude, my family computer was in the loft upstairs outside of my bedroom, so it was in an open area. Like they would yell at me from the bottom of the stairs to come down the stairs because they didn't want to walk up the stairs.
That sounds about right.
You were safe, but not safe.
But I always I remember when the first time I did the woohoo option, I was sitting. I remember this very vividly. I'm sitting in that chair, and I did the woohoo option, and I was just like, "This is not." Should I? I didn't know what to do. Like, I was so uncomfortable, which is honestly kind of how I felt when I did the woohoo option with
Wicked Whims the first time. You're like
32 years old. I'm sitting in my apartment, and I did the option, and they got unpixelated naked and started like doing some fellatio, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what this says about me, this next part. So Wicked Whims itself only comes with like a couple of positions. The one where they're just lying together, and there's really like you don't see any actual penetration or anything, and then there's reverse cowgirl. Those were the two that I could get to happen, and I was like, is this it? I heard so much. I was like, this is all the options. I've heard many tales and so many things. And then I found out you had to go download other sex animations from the Lovers Lab forum. And I was like,
yeah, that took me a minute. Oh, that's a good segue, though. Okay, so the mod is split into different sections, like sex, nudity, relationship, gameplay, and you can customize each thing.
I'm nodding, like you can see. Yes, correct.
So those are the different aspects of it. And then the mod works like Caitlin just mentioned. So Lovers Lab is when you download Wicked Whims, it's like it's very base. And then people have used their little brains, and they have made a forum. Well, Lovers Lab is a forum where you can go and find different like animations and different like skins, because like even like the body parts, you can find like a more realistic body parts for your Sims. If you want him to be have a schlong down to his ankles, you can have that. I don't recommend it because it's creepy looking, but knock yourself out. If you want them to have more like male on male, or male female male, or male male male, or different options for different configurations of sex. So, which is great because let me tell you how awkward it is. Because when Penny Pizzazz comes over to the house or whatever, usually you're already banging. So she comes over and she's like, hey, I want to come over. And like, you just click the sure, whatever. And she comes on in. But then if you don't have any like female, I would say girl sims, so female, male positions, and she's kind of just standing there like waiting for something to happen because she can't have sex. When you download Wicked Whims, you kind of have to go in before you download everything and download all of the go through, and it will take you probably a good half hour.
Yeah.
To find all the positions and the skins, and you'll just be in there for fucking ever.
You can get some kinky shit on here.
Mm-hmm. And then so that's like the bare bones of it. So we're going to get into some other things like, you can also download different, like if you want toys to be brought into the mix, double-ended dildos, something like that, they can be brought into the mix. If you want like apparatuses to be brought into the mix, like you want like what's that thing where you put your head through the thing with the holes? Is that the stalks? Yeah, the thing with the head and the two hands. There's that. You can get the St. Andrew's cross. You can get all kinds of stuff. Like whatever you're into. Yeah, whatever you're into, whatever kink you want, it has been made, and I promise you for that. Like, and like I said, we here under the Plum Bob do not kink shame as long as it's safe, sane, and consensual. So whatever you want, it's there. And if you need like some recs, I mean, if you want to be like, hey, is this there? But I don't want to ask. Like, I mean, it's in the Discord. I'm pretty sure no one's going to kink shame you there either because it'll be okay. I made a whole sex dungeon, guys. An entire sex dungeon with the pommel horse and the cross and a whole whip I made a whole damn thing. I just wanted to see how it would work out.
Is it on the gallery?
Did you want it to be?
Anything can be on the gallery, just saying.
No. I mean, I made it myself. It is not read, and we're not 50 Shades of Graying this, okay? Like, I don't condone that book. If you do, that's fine, whatever. It's a great for a way to get your toe into kink, but for the love of God, read something else. Anyway, PSAs from Vanity. Because half the things in that book aren't accurate. Like, I worked in an adult store for 3.5 years. I'm very well versed in many, many things when it comes to sexual health and sexual things to do, and that book is grossly inaccurate. When it comes to Wicked Whims, why did everybody download it? Like, why did you download it, Allie? What was your reasoning behind it? Did you just want your Sims to bang, or did you just want to see it?
If I remember correctly, I think my ex actually told me about the mod.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say your aunt. That got real awkward.
No, my ex, because he's into like other computer games like Skyrim and stuff like that. So, and he always does mods for his. And he's like, look, there's this mod. And he's like, I figured like look into it. And I was like, Wicked Whims. So I was like, what? And I was like super nervous to get this on my computer. I feel like once it was on there, I would never look at Sims the same ever.
I thought it was going to be like a virus. Not going to lie to you.
I know.
I was really prepared for my computer to like burn.
It was all some kind of like scheme to get Sims players bugged.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
What did you think when you first downloaded it? What were your initial reactions?
I was like, my Sims are dirty now.
They're not pure.
I was like, I've dirtied my Sims. I was like, oh no. And then I got used to it. Then I was like, this is kind of great and kind of hilarious all the exact same time. Mm-hmm. Because then I got to like make my Sims into hoes.
But were they housewives as well?
Yes, they were actually.
You turned hoes into housewives?
I did.
You just proved Ludacris wrong.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Luda don't know today.
Luda, you don't know. Oh, man, Allie.
And honestly, I've never turned back since then. I've like just kept it, and now there's the base metal and all this other stuff. And
that's gonna be on the bonus episode, guys, because it has to. They do work really well together. But I did little sneak preview. I made a bakery a pot bakery.
Oh, did you?
Ooh.
By the way, running a business sucks. Just throwing it out there.
It does.
I still haven't done it in the game. I don't want to.
I stopped. I was so annoyed. It's the most your employees suck.
Even more with the Wicked Whims mod, because then all your employees want to bang each other. Like, it's like a legit restaurant.
And they're never like satisfied with anything. Like, they're always like unhappy. It's the most annoying thing in the world. That fucking the retail side of Get to Work sucks. Anyway, so Caitlin, what about you? Why did you download Wicked Whims?
I downloaded it for this podcast, but also
Oh, recently? Like you did it? So you're brand new into it?
yeah, I'm literally a week into it.
Oh my gosh! I saw you say that in the chat, but I thought that you meant like you needed to re-download it.
No, it's like I need to do this, but I was scared because everybody's stories were literally everybody just keeps having sex like all the time, which is why when I started it, I was like, nobody's having sex, nobody's doing anything, they're all the same. Nothing, but then I downloaded the more sex animations, and then I went to a bar in Strangerville, and then all of a sudden, people are banging all over the place. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
That's all there is to do in that town, so.
Seriously. I actually downloaded it because of that Facebook group. I was like, everybody kept talking about it, and I was like, let me just see what this is. So I popped on there, and I downloaded it, and of course there's nothing in it, so I was like, this is stupid. and then nobody would have sex with me. Like, nobody was having sex, and then nobody had sex with me. And I was like, this is like real life.
It took a while for Sim to get somebody to have sex with her, and then when somebody said yes, she just kept asking over and over and over again.
Oh.
And I was like, you need to, okay, I guess this is who you are. You be you, girl, I guess.
Once she started having sex, though, like, honestly, for her, it was GeekCon.
Ooh.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. The little geek festival. Everybody was little horn dogs in that, but like, it was
that
insane.
Seems accurate.
Doesn't it, though? Like, and then they were just all, like, banging in, like, public. And then my favorite part about Wicked Whims is that people will walk by the banging session and be like, oh, no. Oh, no. Like,
they're either into it or they're judgy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you like bang in the toilets, like they'll be like whispering, "Did you hear so and so banging in the toilets?" Like,
and one person's like, "I just need to go to the bathroom, please."
Wicked Whims cracks me up, but like, the best part I think to me about it was the other people, like people who aren't your sim who are banging.
Oh yeah,
like just randomly.
It's like, oh, look at them having a good time.
Yeah.
After the whole thing of like, oh, good for her, someone finally had sex with her, thank God, I felt like it took forever because I was like, do I need to further this along?
Oh my God, right? Like, do I need to stop this from like, they just don't that's a little thing you know. They just don't fucking stop.
No. It's a lot.
You have to stop them. You have to like do the end scene, the end button or whatever, or the finish, the completion button, the orgasm, if you will.
The climax.
Yeah,
the climax button. You can use the climax button, and then they stop
eventually.
Then there's the money shot if you have the right. And it cracks me also because they'll keep the jizz on them.
Yes.
Oh yeah, until they shower
and walk around with it on, and people will be like, "Ew, you have jizz on you." Like.
You have because this mod comes with certain traits too, and some traits will be like, yes, I needed this.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you can go into the reward store, I think, and get like the cum slut,
and they like the jizz on them,
and then they'll be like, yeah.
Okay, so we have jumped ahead real quick. So first, I would say while you're having sex, you can change positions if you have positions available. You can like, oh, you don't want to do missionary anymore? Now you can do against the wall. Oh, you can change to this one. It can be your own little porn, guys. You can swap positions. You can add partners. So you can always ask to join a session already in session, or you can ask someone to join you, and they can still turn you down, or they can say sure. And then the climax animations, like if you you can not have those animations in, but they'll still finish, but they won't have like the money shot. You know, there will not be leftover remnants of their sexual escapades on their bodies. Which, by the way, Female still had that. Did anybody else notice that?
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh. I did not notice that.
Try it. It happened. Unless it's gone
I
now.
haven't had a lesbian sim in a minute.
Again, Penny fucking Pizzazz keeps popping up, so my sim
always there.
My sim wasn't actually a lesbian, but Penny Pizzazz, she's like, "Can I join?" She's like, "Whatever."
Would you say no to Penny Pizzazz though? Really?
Can you say? I mean, really, I just want her to stop. Her apartment is so loud. Penny Pizzazz is always having a party over there that I'm never invited to, which is really annoying. And then when you are invited to the party, there's no one in there but her. Like, if you go knock on her door because she's being loud and you walk into her apartment, there's no one in there but her.
Hey, party for one.
Well, she kept showing up when I was in that apartment, the shitty apartment with the fucking, like, roach problem and the mouse problem and the everything problem. And she lives right across the hall from that apartment. And so she kept popping up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, go away. It's me and Salem's time.
Ooh, good choice.
Yeah, he's hot. He's a hot sim. Him and Johnny Zest.
Oh, Johnny Zest.
Whole Johnny Zest.
I love him.
Okay, so you can... Oh, and of course you can woohoo your sim to death. That still happens no matter what. With or without this mod. Your sim, you can change the sex settings so that they only respond to like a female or a male. But I think the default might be anything goes because I never changed that setting and anybody has sex with anybody. So
I think that's the default for Sims is anything goes.
I think so.
I think Sims are just like what is it when you don't have a preference?
Bi or pansexual?
Is it pansexual when you don't have a preference? I think Sims are pansexual.
I think
probably.
So
until you make them another way. You can create sex clubs, which I didn't know you could, and I also did not do, and I'm really mad about that. I didn't know this was a thing that you could do, because I would totally love to make a sex club.
I've created a sex club for my Sims, because of course I have.
How'd that go?
It was hilarious.
So you just started going places and banging?
I made it so then you can meet at like any place, but majority of the time it just end up being at my house. And so it basically was just a bunch of Sims just like fucking all over my house.
I bet I can make a sex club and have them all go to my sex dungeon.
They probably do, because I know I've downloaded a couple brothels from the gallery.
Mm-hmm.
And they have them all like set up and stuff. And you can have them meet there.
There's that nightclub in Windenburg. That there's a basement underneath. You could turn that into a sex dungeon and have them meet there.
There is.
Oh my god, I think I might. I need to go download some more skins, some more things from the Lover's Lab as well. Okay, in Basemental Drugs, like I said, they are smushed together kind of a deal. Basemental and Wicked Whims, but I don't think they're the same creator.
No.
Okay, but they like very much coincide with each other because you can make it so that your sim could exchange sexual favors for that bag of blow. They can blow for blow. That made me laugh so hard. That was really hilarious. Okay, so anyway. I'm sorry. It's soju, guys. There's also the pregnancy part of this game. Yeah, this part sucks.
Yeah, this is for the people who are like, I want realism in here.
I don't fucking want realism in my game. I want werewolves and vampires and fucking fairies with wings. I don't want to have to look at my ovulation chart, my period calendar, and be like, all right, well, these days are bad days to have sex because I don't want babies. Ain't nobody got time for that. But in that one, you can.
I have a question as the baby in this group about this mod. Baby Wicked Whims. I have a question. Okay, is the only way to buy like condoms and period stuff, like tampons and pads, is it only through the computer?
Yes.
No, you can.
That's how I bought it. It's in if you do the hidden objects.
I think so.
It's in there too.
Well, no, I think it's just when, at least in mine, when I'm just in build mode.
Oh, build mode.
And I would just go,
Mhm.
build mode, and you just like, what is it? Select all custom content. It should be right in there.
Okay, because my sim was poor. She was an aspiring actress.
Was she an aspiring actress who's using her vagina to get her
Yes.
casting couch life?
She was aspiring porn actress. Duh.
No, she was just trying to live her best life.
I thought that the acting lot would just be rampant with sex activity, and it wasn't. But
They got things to do.
And then in the Get Famous review, I said how I just kept going back to the lots to steal their food.
oh yeah.
I just kept putting their food into my inventory.
But she was not wealthy enough to buy a computer, so I couldn't figure out how to get the tampons. I couldn't figure out so she had her period with nothing. I was like, where was I supposed to get?
She just free bled all over the place.
She was very uncomfortable for 3 to 5 days.
Yeah, because I didn't know where to buy it, because I was like, is it only in the computer? Because I couldn't find out where it was.
You can buy birth control. I don't know. They only have a pill, right? They don't have like different kinds of birth control. I think it's kind of shitty.
No, they just have the pills and the condoms.
Okay, so you can buy condoms and pills, and you can have but even in like regular Sims without Wicked Whims, you can have protected and unprotected sex. Which I think is very
those are the
nice.
two options.
You can buy condoms, and you can also buy pads and tampons. And but if you're going to buy pads, you have to make sure you understand that they do leak.
Yes, they do.
Mhm.
Just like in real life. This is too real for me. It's the part of the mod that I actually don't like.
Yeah. Want to know one thing that is nice, though? All the townies will have condoms on them.
Yes, they do.
I was like, that's nice. That's responsible for everybody in the town.
Not when I'm trying to get my sim pregnant, though, and that's just annoying. I'm like, gosh darn it, I don't need you to put a condom on right now, okay? I want my sim to have a kid.
I never want that to happen, so it's always fine for me. Your sim will always use the birth control if it's in their inventory, though. So if you don't want them to use it, make sure you pull it out of the inventory, like put it on the counter or something, because they will always use it.
Yes.
Also, you can have you have miscarriages in this, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Which is, I mean, again, too much realism for me. But you can also have abortions, which I'm too much realism for me as well. But you can have all of these things. You can have if you have a pregnancy, it costs like 1,500 simoleons, though. So they are charging you out the nose for that abortion. But you can do it.
But I like what they did with that one before. Whenever you came back from abortion, you were sad for 2 days, like automatically. But now they changed it.
Which I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I didn't like that. I mean, what if you're not sad about it? What if you're like, okay, I'm chill.
I feel like it should be a random moodlet.
Yeah, and now they changed it to just being like happy, I think.
Yeah, can you just have like a neutral moodlet, like this happened moodlet?
Yeah, well that's what happened.
Your game automatically will launch with your period on. So that means that you will also have ovulation, PMS, and period days. Full of all things holy, you will have ovulation, PMS, and period days. If you are of a male persuasion and don't know what that means, go ask a woman in your life and understand that it makes your game suck.
The PMS thing explains something that I was like, why are you being so mean? Like, my sim was just being a bitch for like 2 days. I was like, why are you so mad?
It's like PMS symptoms.
And
it's like, really?
I feel like a guy must have made that because they made it real, like, extra. And I was like, do you not know any actual women in your life? Like, PMS isn't that bad.
We deal with it. Like, we're mad, but we deal with it.
Yeah, like, come on now. But so on your ovulation window, your chances of pregnancy is like 10 to 36% or whatever before you ovulate. But on the ovulation day, which you'll get a little moodlet about it, you up your chances of getting pregnant by like a bajillion%. Like, it's like 95% chance of getting pregnant.
You can always check your fertility at the toilet.
Check your fertility at the toilet. It's like... Sounds like some kind of like check your attitude at the door, check your fertility at the toilet.
Know your fertility percentage.
So we mentioned before, but you can buy sex traits during the rewards store, which these make me the happiest person ever. Anyway, so you can
God.
be a cuckold or a cuck queen, which means that you get a positive moodlet for watching your partner have sex. So you can also be a cum slut, like Allie mentioned earlier, which means that you like having cum on your body, and any possible. Which when you do the climax version of the climax portion of your escapade, you can pick where you would like the money shot to go. It's really awkward. It's on their face, guys. Because just looking at your sim, like in the little head, the little like head at the bottom, it's on their face.
It literally is.
Yeah.
And I think it's hilarious.
It's so fucking awkward. I'm just like, get a towel.
When they're like,
Isn't one of the options place that you can have it happen on their feet too?
I think so.
I think so.
It's feet, chest, face,
Back, butt.
vaginally.
Yeah.
I just don't like it on their face because it's on their little avatar at the bottom, and it's just every time you look down.
Well, even
It's
if they
just
do it on
there.
their chest, it's still you still see it in the little avatar.
It's closer to you.
True. It's also sexually alluring, which gives a huge boost to the results of asking for sex. Basically, it means that people you have BDE or BVE, whichever you want to be. Big vagina energy. I like big vagina energy. It's not like you got like a huge vagina, which is not great. What's a female version of BDE? Like,
It's not big vagina energy.
I don't know what that would be. I just don't know. What would be a female version of big dick energy, guys? Because it just sounds awkward. Oh, BCE. Yes, big clit energy.
Yeah.
I'm down for it.
Yes.
Okay, so if you want BDE or BCE, then that's what you do for sexually alluring. Sexually abstinent means that your sim does not want to have the sex or ever have the desire to have the sex.
You can
No
make like
more.
an asexual sim.
Which
pretty
I
much.
feel like with having sex all around you, it's really awkward. This one sim's like sitting there at the library reading a book, and everybody's like fucking on the stacks. And you're like, I'm trying to read my book, guys. Just
Yeah, I just want to read, y'all.
I just want to read this book. Infertile obviously means that your sim is infertile. Extra absorbency means that your tampons and pads are more absorbent, so they give you like a super plus, pretty much. They're giving you those overnight pads and those super plus tampons. Like,
Because
they're helping
tampons
your
are
life out.
expensive, y'all. If y'all don't know.
Man, the pink tax on that fucking shit. Like, come on now, guys.
Shoot.
Ridiculous.
I get mine from Lola, so
Stupid.
they're only like $10 a month, but still.
I
buy in bulk so I can forget about how much it is.
I get mine from Costco, and I get like the giant like vat of them, like I'm housing a house full of Duggar women, but I'm not. It's just me. I just have so many. There are also lot traits, so you can make your house super hypersexual, which means that people will it's like it means that the lot people will bang on that lot more. I think all the clubs are hypersexual because I swear to God, people bang in those bathrooms all the time.
Oh, all the time.
It's just straight banging in bathrooms.
All the time.
But yeah, so I think one of the big things you need to take away from this, though, is that Wicked Whims does not have the skin overlays. You have got to download them from Lovers Lab. It is a forum. If you're not used to forums, then how old are you? Because forums have been around since the internet was alive, so...
You have to log in to download it. That also took me way too long to figure out.
Yes, you have to log in.
Oh, yeah. You do have to log in.
You have to create a login for Lovers Lab, which makes you feel extra awkward on many levels as well. But it's a forum. And when you click on the ones, they'll have pictures of what it looks like and blah, 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 and how to use it. Read the instructions carefully for some of them. Because some of them don't work. Like, they work, but like you have to have other things to go with them, and then they'll link it in there. So if you don't take, like, sometimes they'll like remesh certain things or recolor certain things. So you have to have the original thing to make the other thing work. Does that make sense? I've had a lot of soju, guys.
Yes.
But yeah, so seriously though, like that's a big thing you have to make sure you like take into like consideration. Base Wicked Whims is kind of lame. You need the skins. You can set your underwear.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was so I thought that was so random. Like you want to have like party underwear. You want to have like it's like you can pick your outfit and your underwear for your outfit. It's just too much for me. I don't do that shit. Like
I don't match for like real life. I don't know if I like. Well, no, I give my Sims match more than I do. They're more
same. My best friend has to have her bra and her underwear match, and I'm like, girl, that's too much work.
That's exhausting.
And the money associated with that as well.
I also have a lot of like Target has a lot of those like superhero themed or like different kind of themed underwears.
They're so cute.
And I have them all except for the Star Wars ones because I don't watch Star Wars. I feel like I can't perpetrate like I watch Star Wars, I don't watch it. So, but I have all of that. I have Zelda underwear and all stuff that. So I'm not gonna find a bra to match all my underwear. Like who has green bras? I have green Zelda
Hot Topic
that don't have a green bra to match.
Hot Topic would have it.
But it ain't happening.
That shade of green would have to be Hot Topic.
I feel like Hot Topic would be the one place they would have a Zelda bra.
Oh, you want neon colors? Come into the back.
It's our club wear. I like that we all went to the club there for a second. And in the back, you see a Sims fucking.
Sex dungeon's around the corner.
Honestly, it was always so. Like Don Lothario was always banging somebody.
Oh my god, yes.
Anybody, everybody.
He has a reputation to keep.
I mean, like he was just literally banging anybody and everybody. Like I was like, bro. Like every time I would go, it would be somebody different. Like it was never the same person. I'm like, he's being sexually explorative, and I'm okay with this. You do you, boo.
In my legacy game, I finally my kid had a kid with one of the Strahd family people. And then I clicked on their family tree. The Strahd family has been all up in everybody.
All up in everybody. Just crawling up in there like, hey.
And they're vampires, so they were living forever. So he was banging everybody.
I tried to have my Sims first hookup be Caleb, and he was not having it. I was so annoyed. I was like, no, just vampire sex. Come on.
Just vampire sex.
So she did have to call up Don Lothario to get the yes that she was waiting for.
Oh, good old Don.
He's reliable.
No,
always there with the D when it's needed.
He is ready with the D at any time. He's Big D Don. Actually, I feel like I would make him have the smallest peen ever, just out of spite.
I can see that.
Right?
I can see that. He has this huge attitude and then a really tiny little penis.
Tiny little face.
That's all I can think of. He said that.
And no, he doesn't know how to use it. And he doesn't know how to use it.
That's Don's motto. He has no motion in his ocean. Don Lothario. Every girl who's banged on Lothario, he can't do it. Don Lothario, though, I feel but it's I just feel like he's again, everybody. But you know who he never banged in my save file? Any of them? Bella.
Yeah, he was never.
Bella never banged him.
One save where they ended up together, through MC Command.
You did it?
No, MC Command Center did it, and I was like, oh,
really? I think I actually had a save too. Yeah, where Bella was with Don.
But it was after, So, she had another kid with Mortimer, and then Mortimer, I think, died, and then she moved in with Don Lothario.
Ooh.
If I understood the timeline correctly from what I missed. Because I was
do we think that's a love match, or is
It's only been one save. Although I did have the Sims that I forced together. So Dana Caliente and Johnny Zest. I don't know why I shipped them, but I do. They've ended up together in more than a few saves when I didn't do it, and I'm validated.
Mm.
You know who I ship? This is getting a little weird, but I ship Vanessa and Johnny.
They'd make pretty babies.
Oh, I think they would, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I ship them. I also ship Johnny with whatever sim I create. So.
I just feel like Johnny would treat them well. Like, is that weird?
No, I think that Johnny is a sweet, sweet soul. That's why I love him. Even though he kind of reminds me of what is that stupid dude? That was the TV show. He had the really poofy hair and like the blonde hair and like the black shirt and the jeans. And he was like kind of a douche. It was a cartoon. Johnny
Bravo.
Yeah. I hated that cartoon as a kid, or teenager, if you will. I thought that was the stupidest cartoon ever, and I feel like that's just because I knew toxic masculinity when I saw it. I knew it. Even at 13, 14 years old, I was like, I'm good on this. All right, guys, do we have any parting thoughts? Do we have anything we want to say? Anything else we want to add? Anything you thought maybe... Don't worry, guys. We only, scratched the surface.
Yeah, there will be a part 2.
There is a part 2.
There has to be a part 2.
We didn't get into any of the personality traits that are added. The personality traits, but the skills and the relationship things and the traits. We didn't get into
just
that.
The peeping Tom guy is the fucking worst, and I hate it.
Ooh.
I hate it. I was like, I want you to die.
The first time he popped up, he scared the fuck out of me. I was like, who is this dude? And I was expecting him to be because he was he's skeezy looking. He's a bald dude with a dirty ass white shirt, and I thought he was jacking off in the bushes. I was so skeeved out by him. I was like, this is too much for me.
Dude, my sim stomped him on sight.
I watched too much Criminal Minds for this. I was like, I watched too much Criminal Minds for this, and I can't. I'm getting a lot of Law and Order SVU vibes, and
Ooh.
It's just gross. And he shows up every time my shim wants to take a shower or bath. Every time.
Have you guys met Peeping Tina yet?
I think I saw her.
I have not met Peeping Tina, but I hear she exists.
She is there. She's just as creepy as Peeping Tom.
His pants are gone.
They're a lovely couple.
What is she because Peeping Tom will fiddle. He will fiddle his diddle. But what is Peeping Tina doing?
She flicks her bean.
Yeah, but it's just so awkward to do.
Because if your sim watches porn, she'll masturbate. So it's got to be the same animation, just standing.
Yeah, it's basically the same animation.
He's dedicated. Okay.
But do you know how awkward that is? She's standing outside your door, fucking DJ diddling her bits. Also, what angle are you getting? This just seems awkward on so many levels.
The fact you got Peeping Toms is awkward in general.
Oh, we didn't get to that. It made me laugh so hard. Was the porn on the computer.
Oh, yeah.
It felt so meta to me at that point. I was like, oh, God. It's did y'all watch Supernatural?
Yes.
No.
You know the Supernatural episode where it was Supernatural? It reminded me of that because I was I technically this is pretty much just porn on my computer screen with me controlling it, and then my sim is watching porn on their computer screen. It weirded me out a little bit. And I was but it was also really funny because I had go watch porn, and they did not leave for 4 sim hours. I was like, are you okay?
I would say, have you had a sim who's a teenager and have the parent catch them watching porn?
Yes.
No? What happens?
And they get this embarrassing movement. It's great.
They both get super embarrassed.
And you can also get a downloadable thing where you can get the tissues.
Oh yeah.
And you can put it next to the computer.
Oh my god.
It's so funny. I try to keep my Wicked Whims things away from my younger Sims because it just kind of skeeves me out to see a teen doing things. But that was really funny to me. And I did have one teen that she lost her virginity to her teen boyfriend, and I thought that was super cute. I was like, oh. I was like, oh, that's super great. But then it got a little awkward because Penny wanted to come. And I'm not kidding. Penny knocked on that fucking door, and I was like,
Penny.
I was like, God damn it, Penny!
She must have radar.
She does. So I was like, and because Penny was friends with the mom, Penny and the mom were friends, and then I rapidly aged up my kid because I don't like children, and so she became a teen very quickly. So the mom was still like a adult. Whenever so the teen was a teen. Like my mom was like barely an adult when the teen was a teen, and then she had a boyfriend, and she went to school or whatever. And she brought him home, and the mom was gone to work or something. They like left school and went to. Mom came home. I mean, she came home, and they were like watching TV, and they were gonna, they were flirting and kissy and blah 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 blah. And I was like, they're gonna get it on. I'm gonna let it happen. Go get it on. And here comes fucking Penny, no job ass Penny over here. Who's a fucking? I was like, no, ma'am, you can't come over.
Damn it, Penny, cock blocking and everything.
This is their special moment. Fucking Penny. So that's that. I think that's my final thing that I really wanted to address this episode was the porn, Sims watching porn, because it made me laugh that they never stopped watching it. I was like, there's not enough lube in the world for this, man. I don't know. And also, girls watching porn on a computer makes me laugh.
That's kind of funny.
Because it's just so awkward. It's an awkward angle to be watching porn and also, like, DJ diddling your bits. So
I just think it's awkward when your sim goes off to masturbate in general.
I concur. Also, it's
I'm just like, bruh, why do you need to jerk off in the living room? You have a bedroom. Why do you choose there?
I had just one chair in the corner of the apartment that the sim kept using that chair as a masturbation chair, and I was like, can you please stop using
masturbation chair? Well, my sims never put their pants back on. They would go masturbate, and their pants never went back on.
They just have like their pants.
Yeah,
like a shirt and
my
no
sim would
bottoms.
like continue like, oh, I'm gonna go cook dinner, and be like, no, A, wash your hands, B, pants. Jesus.
Put the pants on. But no. And I think it's hilarious, at least, I don't know, this is to me, how the dude has like the hard penis and all of a sudden just goes, dirt. I know it's just me, but I think it's hilarious.
I think it's just in general, all of it makes me, the whole thing about Wicked Whims just makes me chuckle because it's not an aspect I ever thought I would want in my game. I never thought about it in my game. I never contemplated having this in my game. But now that it's in my game, like I haven't had it in my game since Island Living, or like a little bit before that. The first patch they did when they added like the Pride stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Fucked up Wicked Whims, so I haven't and then I knew they were coming off Island Living right behind that, so I was like, oh, I'll just wait. And I haven't added any mods back to my game since then, just my CC. And playing The Sims without mods after having mods
where are the
so
options?
Weird.
It's like once you've gone to mods, you can't go back.
Either having Slice of Life or MCC, because both of them, they do pretty much the same thing, in all honesty. MCC just has a little bit more, but I don't know enough about MCC to do much with it besides what Slice of Life already does. So, and then without having Wicked Whims, I was just like, oh, I guess you'll go woohoo under the covers.
I guess you're all shy again.
Fine.
You're like, oh wait, you're pixelated? Oh, that's a thing still?
Damn it.
I was about to say, that's how I got the my sim getting stung butt ass naked by his bees.
Was the best fucking gif ever. little picture ever. I was like, this is great. I love it so much.
I had to angle it just right to not get his dick in there. I was like, I can't have that on Instagram. So
what the hell? Bee keeps naked. Like, what if you get stung on your Johnson? Then what?
Dude, he literally undressed to go outside to go tend to his bees.
He had a goal. Let's not pretend. That could have been
and then his
the
ass
goal.
got stung by his bees.
Again,
like
We don't kink shame, okay? He wanted it, he got it. That's all that matters.
Whatever. I let my Sims do what they want half the time. So
We are here to judge, and that's it.
Nah. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this up, guys. Don't worry, there's a part 2 where there'll be many, many more things to talk about. And if you have any,
Phrase it good.
I fucking hate you, Alyssa. If you have any Wicked Whims specific fails, like what just happened moments, but with Wicked Whims specifically, please email that to us. But in the subject line, put Wicked Whims in it so that we know that it's not going to be just towards our regular scheduled programming, and this is going to be our Patreon part, because we don't want to talk about dicks and stuff. I mean, we do still, but you know what I mean. This is with me just for the next episode.
it's not sufficient for work.
It's not. I mean, I don't know how you guys listen to your podcasts, but let's just not. Don't listen to this one at work. Don't do that. A lot of jizz talk in this. Okay. So coming up though, Patreon Pacific. It's not an ocean, Vanity. It's not an ocean.
Standard time.
I can't pronounce that word, so I automatically say Pacific. I just keep rolling with it.
Patreon specific episodes. This has nothing to do with your regularly scheduled programming. We've already talked about that. That's at the end of last episode. This is Patreon exclusives. Other fun stuff. If you have anything that you want to hear about, definitely Ava and I are going to do a gaming episode in general, with pretty much about our BioWare love and hate, Dragon Age, Mass Effect, Fable, whatever. If there's anything else that you guys want to have as an exclusive episode, let us know. Literally nothing is off the table. The table is massive and full of empty bowls for you to put. Not balls. Did I say balls or bowls?
You said balls. Did you say balls?
We need to go.
Oh shit!
The table is full with empty bowls, and we need you to fill them
with your stuff.
With your becoming thoughts.
Okay. On that note, we're gonna go. My soju is empty, as you can probably tell. I'm gonna go finish watching Veronica Mars so that I can catch up on season 4.
That so bad.
Ooh, I just finished a new season of Queer Eye, and
I need to do that, but I'm waiting because I'm want to finish Veronica Mars.
Too many things come out at once.
Too much at once. I'm overwhelmed.
It was a lot of feels.
I'm over fucking whelmed, guys.
A lot of feels.
I can only cry at one thing at a time. I don't like this.
All right, guys, but we're gonna go slide on back to the real world where everything is pixelated and everything hurts.
Oh, that's
right.
What a lead-in to go.
All hail the Simmons.